welcome back, you beautiful soul. And if you are listening to this for the first time, hi and welcome to my world. I'm so happy that you have come across this episode because it's time. I'm really feeling recently a huge influx of energy around women waking up, around women evolving and growing and reconnecting to themselves on a level that they never knew existed, in order to welcome in a version that they never knew was available to them. So many women out there, including me, the past version of me, was very much asleep. I didn't know who I truly was. I knew what I thought I was based on what other people told me to be, but I never truly knew who I was until I hit rock bottom, and then I had nowhere else to go, nothing else to do apart from truly discover, who am I? And I don't mean who you are by your name, your age, your location, and your job, your career. I don't mean that. I mean, who are you in here? What are you built up of? What are your hopes and dreams? What do you believe to be true? How do you see the world? What do you love? What do you hate? What do you invest in your time in? Why are you the way that you are? This is the depth of this work. This is the depth of growth, and this is the depth of evolution. Because the thing is, if you do not know who you truly are, how can you translate that to the world? And how can you translate that to people that you're in friendships and relationships with? You can't. And there's many women out there who are playing small, living a life that they think that they should live, yet deep down are unsatisfied, unhappy, and miserable. And just because we've seen other women in our life go through exactly the same, that doesn't mean that we have to do that. That doesn't mean that we have to live a life that we don't want. It doesn't mean that we have to be unhappy. And it doesn't mean that we have to be stuck in a place that we don't want to be. It's time to break the mold. And it's time for the black sheeps of the family to truly shine. I'm a black sheep. I go against the grain. I am not the normal person. That's why my life is not a bulk standard life that you would see in society nowadays. Because I broke the mold. And with me breaking the mold, I have learned more than I ever could have done to be the woman that I am today. Through the heartbreak and the brokenness that I've experienced in my life, I have transformed all of that to own my uniqueness and my authenticity, to find out who I am, to live a life in alignment with that, with my main goal being happiness. That's it. Every single thing now that I do in my life aligns with happiness. I no longer put up in situations that I don't desire to be in anymore. I no longer shy away and keep what I think inside anymore, because I know there's people out there. There might only be a few, but there is people out there who need the wisdom that I hold, including you listening to this. Because there's no coincidence that you found this episode, because you're probably at a place in your life where you've either had enough, or you know that there's so much more out there for you, but you just don't know how to tap into it. And that's why I am here. I am here to allow you to unlock your potential, to reconnect you to the power that is given to us as women, but we just don't know how to use it because no one's educated us in schools. For us to reconnect to our soul and allow our soul to guide us in this journey instead of us leading our lives by our head and the expectations that other people put on us. Most of us believe that education finishes at school. That's actually where it truly begins. You can easily have an education about history and about how to read and write, but an education in life and relationships is totally different. I have been through the curriculum of life in more ways than one. I have learned what it means to be in an anxious attachment style in a relationship. I know the depths of being with a narcissistic person. I know the depths of leaving a toxic, unhealthy relationship. I know the depths of how I lost myself, and in actually losing myself, I managed to find me again. I know the journey and the way to rebuild myself. I understand now that I am so much more than just a physical body. I have so many different elements within me that makes me who I am today. And now I understand all these different elements within me and how they work. I can now allow all of them to work together in order for me to be the best version of myself. Because in order for us to be the best versions of ourselves, we need to know what's going on in here. We need to know why we make decisions. We need to know why we're being clingy or needy in order to transform that. All of this comes with awareness. And the awareness that you know that you can't continue as you are, or the awareness that you know that there's so much more out there, is what is going to get you to the place that you don't know exactly what it is, but you know it's there. That is magic right there. I never knew that where I'm at right now would be my destination 5 years ago. I never knew, as someone who was working in a quality department in a very toxic environment in a hotel, just on the brink of leaving an extremely toxic relationship, losing quite a lot financially, losing my home and the future that I'd mapped out for myself. 5 years later, in a place that I now call my home, my own home, owning my own business, transforming women's lives through the heartbreak that I've been through and the wisdom that I've learned through it. Did I know that I was going to create a business from that? No, I didn't. But here I am. And that is what happens when you allow your true self to come out into the world. When you allow your true self to come out into the world, everything that's meant for you will easily find you. Life will no longer be a struggle because you're magnetic. You are an instant match for what is supposed to be in your life. Because I believe that our stories are written for us. So if our stories are already written, it's up to us to be the version that we need to be in order to receive what's been written for us. That's what you call being a vibrational match. Once you're a vibrational match, every single thing that you desire, and you are being that vibrational match, you are being the person to receive it, it will automatically come to you. You want the love of your life. Are you being the love of your life? If you're not, sort it out. Because we as women do not need to go running after men. That's from a very disempowered state as a woman. This is when we're not connected to our magnetism, which is something that I support women in doing. When we're not connected to that, we then go running after so many different opportunities. We go running after career opportunities. We go running after friendships, after relationships. When you're plugged into that magnetism, you attract it just by being you. That's it. Could you imagine leading a life like that? And this is what this new wave that's happening right now, I believe, is bringing in. It's bringing in the growth of so many women out there is untrue. And because of this, I've decided to create a new community of women, which I'm really, really, really excited about. I love bringing women together. I love seeing women grow. I love educating. I feel like I'm a natural educator. So I absolutely love sharing my wisdom. I will allow you to tap into my world, what it's like. I will give you personal updates on my journey. I will share with you what I'm currently going through. And I will be doing workshops and different masterclasses on different topics inside the group as well. So if you're listening to this and you desire to really reconnect and awaken the truth of who you are within you, then come into my new group. It's a Facebook group, and the link is in the show notes to this episode. So just check the show notes below or have a little look on your phone. Add yourself to the group and let's kick off 2024 in the most powerful way possible. And let's allow you to reconnect to the truth of who you are. Let's transform your life from the inside out. Let's transform you from the inside out, because any transformation happens in here first before anything else. This is where all the work starts. It starts in here and in here. I use so many different modalities in the work that I do. I support you in understanding your shadow side, the parts of you that you have hidden in the darkness, which actually do need to come out. The parts of you that you've disowned. I will support you in finding them and allowing them to come back into who you are today. I will support you in reconnecting you to your inner child, the childhood self, the version of you all those years ago, because it's actually her that is the biggest secret in this journey. I will reconnect you with her. I will allow you to understand her world. And by us transforming her world, you will transform yours. I will also support you in reconnecting you to your power within, your feminine power. This is the most incredible power that us as women are given. And because we are not educated on what it is, we don't know how to use it. So I will reconnect you to that, and I will teach you exactly what it's there for, what it's all about. And I will give you so much info in regards to you transforming the types of relationships that you have in the outside world. Because the relationships you have in the outside world is very much a mirror of the relationship that you have between the masculine and the feminine energies that you have within you. Once you heal the views that you have of men and women internally, you can then transform the type of energy that you then attract. It's very, very deep work, and this is what I support my clients through in my mentorship. I support you at so many different levels, it's untrue. But the basis of my mentorship is reconnecting you to the truth of who you are, for you to be the most truest and authentic version of yourself. I want you to be the very best version of you. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is truly reconnect and awaken the wisdom within and the connection back to who you truly are. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to kick off 2024 with this. I can't wait to see how many women will be joining me. And yeah, if you are feeling the call, then come and join this group. I can't wait to see you in there. I can't wait to see what the future of this group is going to be. But I've got lots of different things in the pipeline. So yeah, if you want to go on a journey like no other, then this is the journey for you. Keep shining, keep smiling, you gorgeous souls, and I will catch you on the next episode.